On June 28, 1914, the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary triggered a declaration of war against Serbia, quickly drawing in all major European powers and starting World War I. In autumn 1915, Serbia was defeated with the help of Bulgaria, leading France and Britain to send troops to Greece, establishing the Macedonian front to stop the Central Powers' advance. On August 17, 1916, Bulgaria invaded Greece, capturing territory easily due to orders from the Greek High Command for troops not to resist. This led to a coup which took control of Greece and declared war on the Central Powers in 1917. In late July 1918, Bulgarian Commander-in-Chief Nikola Zhekov warned the German Field Marshal Paul von Hindenburg of a possible Entente offensive and Bulgaria's defensive weaknesses, requesting immediate reinforcements. Hindenburg promised support only when possible and later redeployed the last German units from Macedonia to Germany. Bulgarians, using information from prisoners, anticipated an Entente attack in the area of Dobro Pole. And by August 27th, emergency preparations began. Despite this, morale was low due to poor rations, fatigue, and insubordination among Bulgarian troops. On the eve of the Entente offensive, General Louis Franchet Diesperi outlined the plan for a combined Franco-Serbian attack to breach the Bulgarian front line at Dobro Pole and threaten their supply lines, initiating a strategic offensive on the Balkan front. The section between Grade-Schnica and Bahovo was chosen by the Entente for the offensive, because of the deplorable state of the defense. There are no adequate defensive lines, trenches, not enough barbed wire and few shelters. Throughout the summer of 1918, the Entente concentrated a large amount of artillery, infantry and ammunition to the front. The Bulgarians saw the obvious preparations for the offensive and warned the Germans, who didn't respond. Shortly before the offensive, General Rusev was appointed commander of the defense of the Bulgarian units, who immediately began to strengthen the defense, but it was already too late. At the beginning of September 1918, the number of French and Serbian troops in this section was 32,000, and the Bulgarian, 6,000. On September 14, 1918, about 6 a.m., the Entente artillery starts shelling the Bulgarian positions heavily. The shelling, which continues until the morning of September 15th, destroys most of the barbed wire, trenches, telephone lines, and shelters. After the devastating shelling, at 6 a.m. on September 15th, the Entente launched an attack towards the Bulgarian positions. Although the Bulgarians repulsed the initial attacks, their left flank was breached, and the remaining units started falling back to the second line of defense. The actions of Lieutenant Stratia Mazgalov, who held up the advance of the French and Serbian units on the center, bought the Bulgarians valuable time to withdraw to the second line of defense, although Lieutenant Mazgalov was burned alive by French flamethrowers. The central flank was held until 11 a.m., when the Serbian and French units breached it and attempted to surround the right flank, but was stopped by the sent reinforcements. The retreat to the second line of defense finished at around 8 p.m. The Bulgarians held the front, but the enormous numerical superiority of the Entente prevailed, and on the morning of September 16th, the center of the Bulgarians was breached. In order not to be surrounded, the remaining Bulgarian units retreated, but in the process many deserted, endangering the Bulgarian center. Under the enormous pressure from the French and Serbian soldiers, it didn't hold and was breached by the morning of September 17th, leading to the capture of many Bulgarian soldiers and putting an end to the Bulgarian resistance. While Bulgaria held the lines at Krna River and Doiran, the defeat at Dobro Pole caused the front to crumble, opening 50-kilometer corridor where the Entente advances towards central Macedonia. On September 29, 1918, Bulgarian representatives signed an armistice in Thessaloniki, according to which all military units west of Skopje to become prisoners of war in the hands of the Entente, ending Bulgaria's participation in the First World War.